Hi guys, Mr. Rock here, and welcome to your last trimester of IB Biology, and definitely the most interesting start to a trimester that we've had so far. So, number one, I just want to thank you guys for being patient during this time, and then number two, just understand we as teachers are going to do our best to help you learn during this time. So, this video really has two purposes. One is to explain what distance learning is, and then the second is to go over the daily agenda and just kind of what the weekly agenda looks like for this class specifically. So number one, what is distance learning? Distance learning is going to be our response, SSP's response to the school closures until May 4th as of right now, to the coronavirus. So schools are closed down right now, and like I said, we're going to do our best to still learn. So day one is going to be your English classes, your science classes, your design classes if you have any, and your arts classes. So those are day one, and those are happening today. And then tomorrow will be a day two, and then those will be math, history, language, so Spanish or French, and then PE if you have any PE classes. So it's broken up to day one and day two. Day one today, day two tomorrow, based off of subject. And then secondly, we are actually going to still be taking attendance during this time. So the attendance is going to be done through something called Do Now. And you have to do the Do Now for every science class you have, for every English class you have, for every design class you have, for every art class you have today by 2 p.m. So you have to do the Do Now by 2 p.m. for each class, and each class is going to have their own Do Now. And this is something that's very simple and not overwhelming. So in this class, it's just going to be a daily question. So if you're looking at the weekly agenda right now, underneath this video link, there is a daily question response form. I'm going to give a daily question, and you can just respond that way. So you responding to the daily question for today is how I will do your attendance. And that is the Do Now for this course. And that's how I'm going to be taking your attendance. So please do the daily question as soon as you're done watching this video and have that done by 2 p.m. And you got to do that for all your classes. So if you have Kaufman or whatever, go to her class, do her Do Now, and you got to do that for each class for the subject areas. So that's how we're going to be doing attendance during this time. And next, I'm going to just explain the way a typical distance learning day is going to look in IB Biology. So number one, we're always going to start with a video of me explaining some stuff. So just an intro video. I don't expect these are going to be that long because I don't need to explain distance learning every single time. So just helpful hints in this video. And then there's also going to be the daily question. So the daily question, I'll say what that is in this video. Today's daily question is, since it's the beginning of the trimester, I know I've had you guys all year, but today's daily question is just tell me something that I don't already know about you. So take a little time, go to your Google form after this, daily question response form. Tell me something that I don't already know about you to kick off the trimester 3. Other things that I want to say would be this is really intended to be a one-stop shop for you. So the weekly agenda is prioritized and it says exactly what you need to be doing every single day. So we're going to start off with a video. Next will be the daily question, and then any PowerPoints or anything. Really during this time, we are going to be working on option C, which is ecology. And I'll explain that a little more in a second. As far as expectations of you, on day ones, I really, I'm going to ask you to be accountable for your learning. So in IB, all throughout the year, we've been learning some difficult things. So I'm just going to ask that you, if you have any questions, one, you could reach out to one another, or you can also reach out to me. So if you want to contact me during this time, the best way to do that is through the Schoology Message Center. So you could just send me a message on Schoology, and then I'll respond to you as soon as I'm able to. So definitely take accountability for your learning during this time. And like I said, we're going to be going over option C. Let me just see if there's anything else I need to say. Yeah, so let me just talk about today's agenda, and then you guys could go ahead and get started. So really, we're going to be doing the PowerPoint. So I put the PowerPoint for today, option C1, for today. So take notes on it. I'm not going to be making videos from home. There's already a lot of outstanding videos out there that are explaining these concepts. So make sure you watch those videos because, like I said, some tricky stuff in this unit. So watch the videos, take the notes for today. That's really all we're starting with. The final things, closing announcements that I guess I would want to say would be, number one, the two things that you would be preparing for during this month-long school closure. Number one, the option C test, which is on ecology. And I put a PDF of the textbook in Schoology. So if you want to do more to study and be accountable for your learning, you can go to the textbook and you can also read the sections, which would help. And then we're also going to be taking an essentials biology exam. And this is something that I've been doing for the past three years in IB. And essentially what it is, it's an exam, a final test on basic terms from biology, because you guys have been taking biology now for 3 years. So this is really just an exit exam that are going over basic concepts to check to see if you know what you should know as you walk out of my class. So the topics are going to be ecology, biochemistry, cells, energy flow, which is mitochondria and chloroplast, cell division, DNA, genetics, and evolution. So just to be clear, these topics and these questions that are going to be on this test, it is what is covered in our general biology course. So there's not going to be any IB questions on this test. It is just basic biology questions that after 3 years of biology, you should have a firm understanding on. So something like that would be, what is the equation for cellular respiration, or what is the equation for photosynthesis? So the two things that you are preparing for is an option C test, which is on ecology, and then an essentials biology exam. So those are the two things that you are preparing for. You're doing that through doing notes. There's some study sheets for the essentials biology exam. And then with you guys specifically, because you're seniors, I know there's a lot of crazy things happening right now. The IB exams for May were canceled. So I don't know any more about that than you guys right now. So I don't know what they plan on doing. I know with prom, I know with graduations, you guys have a lot of questions. I don't currently have the answers, and answers might be slow to come just depending on how long we stay closed for. So just be patient with that. But as for my class, the two things that you really should be preparing for, option C and your essentials biology test, just remember that the reason why you took this course was to prepare for biology. Not many people are doing this for their IB grade, and if you are, they're still going to figure out how you're going to get your IB grade. But really, a lot of you are taking this class to be prepared going into college for biology. So we're still going to be learning about biology, and we're going to do our best to do this last couple months together. So thanks for watching this video. Stay healthy and have a great day.